Hello, Meeple. As you probably saw from the title of the video, this is my channel. If you're new, this is a D&D video where we're doing Juneplant Chapter 2. If you haven't seen Chapter 1 yet, then go do that. It'll have zero context if you don't. But anyway, um, my name is Bailey, and my character is named Jelenith. And she is a level A cleric, who is a drow, and her background is a pirate. You'll see more of that in the adventure, and she's lawful evil. Introduce your character now, Dad.
All right, so my character is a 6th level orc paladin who he grew up in a monastery, and one day he wakes up and everybody's gone. He has no idea what's happened. So he's been on kind of a mission to figure out what's happened. He carries a little guilt. He feels like maybe he should have been able to protect everybody. He's pretty old at this point as far as orcs go. He met Jelenith.
Oh yeah, Jelenith is 15, by the way.
Yeah. I was about to say, so he met Jelenith when she was still young, but the truth is she is still young. Anyhow, his alignment is lawful good, but he made an oath to protect her at all costs, which is a bit challenging with her being kind of evil and him being kind of good. And so we'll see what happens.
And what is his name? You never said his name.
Oh, I thought I said, okay, so his name is Nash. I will say, so I'm also the dungeon master, and I'm trying a new technique today that requires a little more improvising, and so I'm nervous about how this is going to go.
Okay.
All right. So I have printed up a map of.
He's also the DM, by the way.
Yes.
If you couldn't tell by the DM screen.
So I've prepared a map of Faerun just to have on hand, so if you want to have a reference.
Well,
if you don't,
paper.
I don't know how necessary it is, but just to catch you up a little bit, we've recently, or at least in the last adventure, taken control of the Juneplant, which is a ship that used to be owned by Jelenith's family, was taken over by pirates, and she kind of joined the pirate crew. Eventually, they were captured. They lost control of the ship, and the crew kind of became slaves to somebody else. She's rescued.
They were taken as prisoner, then sold away as slaves.
Yeah. So they were taken as prisoner, sold away as slaves. So in the last adventure, Nash and Jelenith single-handedly rescued them.
Not single-handedly. The bandits. The bandits.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the bandits. But anyhow, they've now regained control of the Juneplant. So I have in my note that the Juneplant is an old ship that loudly creaks, has tattered sails, and is very imposing in its stature. All right, here we go. So it is a pleasant evening. Yes, the cool temperatures and gentle breeze makes one glad to be alive, but such is also true with regard to the festivities and general merrymaking taking place on the top deck of the Juneplant. Good fortune has smiled upon Jelenith and her crew these past many months, and tonight is a night for celebration. A string of successful raids on ill-prepared merchant ships has yielded a giant haul. Nash, for his part, has struggled mightily with his conscience, but constantly reminds himself of his oath to protect Jelenith at all costs. All right. So a few things, Bailey Bear, or Jelenith, or however I should refer to you.
My name is Jelenith. Your name is Nash.
Well,
you are not my dad.
My character's name is Nash. My name is still Dad to you, Josh, to you guys. As mentioned in the opening here, the crew of the Juneplant have been spending their time raiding various merchant ships and have managed to accrue about 5,500 gold pieces.
Good for us.
Yes. Bad for them, good for us. So, how would you like to handle splitting that up?
Let's see.
Should we are we at a point where everybody gets an even share, or do you, as the captain, get a slightly larger share? And for what it's worth, your crew.
There's a fourth set aside for Nash and Jelena, and then the rest goes to it is split equally among the rest of the people.
Okay, so Gel and Nash.
Gel?
As takes a lot less time to write down. Get 1/4 of what is it?
Piece of paper.
Pieces. Then the crew split the rest. Okay. So speaking, I want to try to be a lot more interactive in how I run these games, and I'm not necessarily going to do all the creative work myself. So along those lines, it's been several months, as I mentioned. The crew has done a lot of bonding. We've gotten to know each other a lot better, and due to that, at this point, we now know the names of the 5 bandits.
Okay,
They're
good
no
for
longer
us.
Bandits 1, Bandit 2, Bandit 3, Bandit 4, Bandit 5.
The only reason we know them now is because you couldn't improvise and give them names in the last adventure.
I mean, I could have. But now somebody else is going to have to improvise. Because I'm asking you, gentlemen, you've gotten to know these bandits, as I just said. Could you let myself and the audience know what their names are?
Okay, let's see. Actually, no. Dad, can I borrow your phone / computer?
You're saying, no, you can't let me know what their names are. Secrecy is very important in your line of work, I suppose. I have a feeling you're going to be looking at.
Random name generator.
Okay, is it on the web or something?
Yeah, it's on the web.
All right, click the plus button. And I've assumed all this time that these bandits were human, although I don't think I specifically said so. So if it turns out I'm wrong, please let me know, because you're the one that's been sailing around with these guys for a few months.
Name more variables for me.
Making myself a lot of space, so hopefully they don't have too many syllables here.
Are they all male?
I've envisioned so, but again, you're the one that's been spending, a few months hanging out with these guys and
Okay, let's
reading
see.
merchant ships.
Random renamer. I just need the first name. Generate life story. And generate a name. The first one is Iozias, however you pronounce that. He is male.
Let me see that. Okay.
Okay. I'm writing it down too. Male. Okay.
I could tell how well you know these guys. Should write them down and study them.
How do you pronounce it?
You have to be in the heat of battle. And you go, hey, you.
How do you pronounce that?
Maybe Amadei?
Amadei? Okay, we're going with Amadei. It's some sort of French name. And he's also male.
It'll be interesting to see what their names are in the next adventure when I can't read my handwriting.
We only have 2 handwriting to read, so yours probably the better one. I don't know. Okay. Willow.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, is I know we got that from a random name generator, but this is based off Willow from the Owl House, okay? She's a girl. with it all. And then okay. Did you say they have a leader?
No, I didn't. I don't think I said that.
But I feel like in the last adventure they kind of had a leader.
I don't remember that.
Oh well.
I remember Scott was with them.
Yeah. We also have Evelina.
Evelina? Spell that?
Evelina.
Sounds female to me.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
Okay.
Bandit numero cinco.
Number 5, right?
Yeah.
I don't know Spanish.
Bandit number 5 probably doesn't either.
Okay. And bandit number 5, you decide the pronunciation on that.
Alesea? Wait, put that back up again. A-L-E.
I'd say like Alacia or something.
Oh, yeah.
And she is a girl.
Alesea.
Uh,
Okay.
Like, yeah, we don't want to be offensive to anybody from these specific cultures. You said you invented them all to be male, but the majority were female.
Yeah. It was dark when I met them. They had really aggressive sounding voices since we're.
Although I guess before they lost Scott, it was half and half.
True. So, so you've spent the last few months raiding merchant ships. Yeah, there's good morale, I would imagine, because people are happy with the money. But what do you think Jelena might be thinking or feeling as she sits on the top deck, kind of taking in the fireworks and watching her crew celebrate?
Okay. So her family hid something somewhere on the ship that they said that was like some sort of secret or whatever that she couldn't know until she matured, and she's wondering where they might have hidden it.
To know, especially since I'm the dungeon master.
Yes, you are the dungeon master. I was expecting you to write that into the adventure, even though I actually said like they hid something on the ship and she was trying to find it. Oh, I didn't actually specify. I don't know.
So you told me this before?
I told you at the end of the past adventure, just because I don't know.
And nobody else knows about it?
No.
Should be the secretary start remember these things. Find an item. Okay. As the evening winds down, Jelenith and Nash find their eyelids are getting very heavy.
Okay, good for us.
They are approached by two of the crew. Or, wait. Suddenly, standing in front of them are two familiar but very unexpected guests. The two green hags, Mallory and Glinda. Okay, I'm going to try to do a voice here. This is not something I'm good at. Greetings, old friends, begins Mallory. By the way, I bet you in the previous video she sounded totally different.
I bet she did.
Yeah. We had a cold.
Yeah.
It warms my heart to see you again, and also to see you doing so well. And she gestures to the festivities and seems to imply that a debt of gratitude is owed. Indeed, perhaps this is true, for it was with her help that the Juneplant was finally located. So, Mallory goes on and she explains that she and her sister Glinda have come to ask a favor. Their cousin, Princella, who doesn't always make the best decisions, has foolishly tricked the Pixie Queen. And she now finds herself imprisoned by that same queen who did not appreciate being tricked.
Good for her.
Yeah. It's actually not been so good for her. So the sisters have come to Jalanith asking that perhaps she could rescue and return their cousin. So what do
Okay.
you want to do?
Look, that dragon that we encountered in the last adventure seemed pretty mad that y'all were gonna like go and become better villains than him. So, and I don't want no trouble with him, so I'm gonna have to decline.
That's okay. Well, look, we weren't just asking you guys to do this for free, like you were bored and had nothing better to do. So here's what we're willing to offer you. Um, we happen to know what happened at his monastery. She points to Nash. And if you return our sister to us, we will let you know what happened and where all your precious loved ones are. Nash's eyes perk up, but what he cares most about is your well-being.
Roll a persuasion check on me.
Persuasion check on you? Okay.
Nash rolls a persuasion check on me.
Oh, no, you want to tell me what he would very much like to know what happens, but he doesn't know if he actually trusts them.
How convincing his doggy eyes are.
Right. Well, he wants to know what you're going to respond with. Do you want to have like a private conversation with Nash?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
okay. All right.
And then he gets to roll the persuasion check.
All right. So she pulls Nash aside, and what does she say?
What do you think of this?
Well, I should probably do like a gruff voice. He is an orc. All right, well, I don't know how they could possibly know what happened to my fellow monks, my community, and what happened to them, but I really want to know what happened.
Yeah, I say we do it, and then if something goes wrong in their line, then we kill them.
Well, perhaps we can cross that bridge. But yes, okay, that would be great. Do you think we should just do this? Do you think it would be faster with just the two of us?
Eh.
Okay.
You made the list of the crew again?
Huh?
You made the list of the crew again?
I mean, you want the detailed list or just the numbers roughly? All right, should I just describe it? So we got the 5 bandits that joined us when we basically kind of saved them. Although they did some of the work.
But like, just give me their names and their species.
We have Ravenclaw, who's a dwarf. He was the previous captain of the June ship. We got Crom, who's a Goliath. That was the Ravenclaw's first mate at the time.
How's Crom spelled?
Crom is spelled C-R-O-M.
Also, I will not let you forget that Ravenclaw is also a house in Harry Potter.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, how did you say Crom is spelled? Attention span.
Oh, what'd you say?
Short attention span. How is Crom spelled again?
It's only 4 letters. It's Crom. Oh.
You're great at spelling, Dad.
Yeah. It's spelled Crom. Okay, it's C-R-O-M.
Okay.
But yeah. Hinkle and Winkle. And these are 2 forest elves who happen to be twins. We have Dash, who's a fairy. We have Junta. He's
how's Junta spelled?
blah 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 blah. Let me start over. Junta.
What are you saying? I was writing down Dash.
He's an Aarakocra. Junta is.
No, I mean, how do you spell it again?
Dash or Junta?
No, I know how to spell Dash. I'm not stupid.
Well, I had trouble spelling from. So you want to know how to spell Junta? It's Junta.
Okay. Okay, go on.
He's an Iroquois,
Mm-hmm.
or however that's pronounced. He likes to read. We have John Smith, who's a human.
John Smith.
Yeah.
Is it the same one from the Disney movie or history?
It's a distant relative.
A distant relative.
Pretty distant.
Okay, John Smith the third. Got it.
We have Landover Underhill, who's a halfling bard, who's currently providing a lot of music for the party we're
How do you
at.
how do you spell Landover?
What? Don't you have any friends named Landover?
No.
Alright, well you do now. So your bard is spelled
Mhm. Mhm.
FLANDOVER.
Oh, I got that right. Okay.
Yeah. Eric Wagner. Wagner?
Is that Eric spelled with a K?
Yeah. At the end, obviously.
No, really?
Wagner's WAGNER.
I never spelled the last. I'm not doing the last names.
Okay. So then you won't care if the next person is named Ariel Endowin.
That Ariel from the 1989 Disney movie?
If her name is spelled with an E at the beginning,
Okay.
instead of an A.
It's a distant cousin.
She's a beautiful female high elf who's kind of conniving, tries to use her beauty to get things. We got the 5 bandits, Iosias, Amadi, Willow, Evelina, and Alicia.
Mhm.
We have the previous owner of the Enchanted Circus of Wonder, Dimblenoggin Higglebottom. He's a gnome. Again, he decided to join you.
Dimblenoggin?
Dimble, those are actually 2 separate words. Noggin is his middle name. So Dimble is Dimble.
I'm just writing down Dimple. That's it. I'm not doing noggin.
And then Myrrh, who's a Minotaur.
How do you spell that?
MIR.
MIR? Okay.
And he's the only one that I'm not just using a bandit stat block for.
Even my crew, we're doing that?
Yeah, your whole crew is using bandit. John Smith, we have a +2 to his strength.
Okay.
I already forgot where we were. Let's see. So we decided we're gonna go ahead and rescue this cousin of theirs, right? But we were discussing whether or not we think we should do this by ourselves, or if we should maybe try to involve the whole crew. Or do you think we should talk to them a little bit more before we make these sorts of decisions?
Nah. Okay, I'm leaving 3 people just in case a lot of them don't come back.
You're what?
I'm leaving 3 people on the ship.
Okay.
Both to guard and just in case some people don't come back. And I've already chosen Ariel and Willow. And the last one's John Smith. Just in case the dude from the Disney movie appears, I want him to see his long lost brother.
All right. Well, Nash actually has a few questions. Well, let's re-engage with the two green hags. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where are you gonna fade it out? Because again, you're the one that has to do the talking. You're the captain of the ship. You're in charge.
Hello. I exist. You exist. We accept.
Oh, that was easy. You impressed us. I was prepared to give you an additional 1,000 gold pieces.
Never mind. I unaccept.
So Priscilla kind of glances an annoyed look at Mallory. Okay, fine. So we will tell you what happened at the monastery. and we will give you 1,000 gold pieces. You just have to bring us back our lovely cousin.
She's not lovely. She's ugly.
I think I've been using the wrong names. So it's Mallory and Glinda are the sisters. And then they have the cousin Princella.
You just like Priscilla gave an annoyed glance at Mal.
I did say that. So Glinda is the one that gave the annoyed glance at Mallory. And so even though we haven't asked for a lot of details, Mallory does let us know that Priscilla, the cousin, is being held captive by the Pixie Queen, and the queen. This is not just a name; she's actually an actual queen of the Pixies, and this Pixie kingdom, I don't know, group, community.
Queendom.
They live.
It's a kingdom, no matter who rules it, Dad.
That's kind of what I thought too. So the Pixie Kingdom happens to be in the high forest, but the Juneplant is currently drifting off the coast of the Cloakwood. So,
I gotta look at my map that I've been using as a way to make sure that I don't write on the table.
yeah.
Wait, where did you say the Juneplant was, and where did you say
yeah, I guess you probably have to spend as much time with the map as I have, and it's dark. So
I can read, Dad.
Cloakwood is kind of down here somewhere, and this is the high forest.
So she's here, and the Juneplant is drifting around here.
Yeah. All right. So
right, small. Okay.
So Mallory and nobody really sees them actually leave the ship, but somehow Mallory and Glinda kind of disappear into the dark.
Ah, yes, the dark magic. I love it.
Into the dark of the night.
Okay, now we talk to the crew, right?
Yes. Do you want to give the speech?
Hello.
You can skip it.
Hello. The hags appeared to us, and we're going on a side quest for both money and information about his backstory. And because you're doing a bad improvising.
So
no, Jelena goes to Nash and says that.
So the crew cheers. They're already in a great mood. They've had a little bit to drink, probably a lot of chocolate milk.
Nash told them who we're not taking, right?
Well, so let's see. So they're all excited that they're gonna get more money, and Nash is a little disappointed because he was really picturing this being not exactly a solo mission. He wasn't really planning on sharing the money. He thought this would be kind of a private thing.
We want to have backup.
But the big thing is that he wants to find out what happened at his monastery. So as you saw on the map, there is some distance. So how do we want to get there? Especially if we're bringing most of the crew. Do we want to like sail?
Yeah, we're sailing most of the way.
All right.
And then we're getting off around Waterdeep.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes to sleep. Everybody's excited, but you know, we could start this journey tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's no point, especially with all the chocolate milk we've consumed, that we're not really in the best shape to get started.
Job keeping it kid friendly.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, all right. So next morning we start the adventure. Obviously, everybody's still on the ship, right? And but after a couple of days, we are nearing a landmark, or in this case, maybe what do you call a landmark at sea? Is it still a landmark? I think so.
Yeah, that's
I don't think anybody calls it a sea mark at that point. But we happen to be getting close to Scraggletooth Rock. Scraggletooth Rock.
Are you saying Scrabbletooth or Scraggletooth?
Yeah, I don't think we at this point in time, um, the well-loved game of knowledge, Scrabble, has reached this part of Faerun. So this rock is definitely not called Scrabble Tooth. So it's Scrabble Tooth. It's a tall rock. It's a tall crooked rock that just juts out of the water.
Scrabble hasn't been released yet. It's been predicted to be released in around in 200 years.
So right as we are near Scrabble Tooth Rock,
Nintendo has been working on it, but
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Okay, Nintendo.
That's the my headcanon D&D version of Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo has been working on it because they're a toy company now, I guess. But they're just spending all their money in the teaser trailers. And they're
What's a trailer?
the trailer.
Uh-huh.
It is
Is that like
a
a little puppet show?
Scrabble performance
Okay.
that teases Scrabble.
Okay.
But in actual development wise, they're trying to figure out how to make light and black cubes. So that's gonna take a while.
So as Nash is pondering about this Scrabble game that he heard about at a local puppet show, can't but to notice that suddenly everything seems deathly quiet.
Yay.
And even the vultures that are usually overhead at Scrabble Rock, what I thought Scrabble Tooth Rock, they seem to disappear. And a familiar but uncomfortable feeling comes over the crew. A shadow passes overhead before something descends quickly.
How many familiar but something things are we gonna be getting in this adventure? We got familiar and unexpected, and now familiar and uncomfortable. Got it.
I try not to be too repetitious, but I'm only giving.
Okay.
So an uncomfortable feeling comes over the adventurers. A shadow passes overhead before something descends quickly.
I'm gonna get water.
Me too. Ah. You don't want to drink the salt water. Ooh, that sounds good. Is that from Saturday? All right. Oh, that's so good.
Actually, no, it's not.
What? You got from Thursday? Okay.
This is mom's house, not your house.
If you get sick, you better get that out of your system before you come to my house.
Okay, I'll try to get it out of my system by tomorrow.
So, with much majesty, a green dragon settles before the entourage. Once again, Jelen and Nash find themselves face to face with Kronos.
Kronos?
Yep.
The Titan?
No, the green dragon we met in the previous adventure.
How's it going?
Excellent.
Why do you unintentionally name things after other things?
It's a little bit difficult to be the first one ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do dragons smile? Because if they do, Cronus smiles and hisses. So he seems to be lost in thought and never finishes whatever he was going to say.
Told those stupid
Instead,
hacks we shouldn't have done this.
huh?
I told those stupid hacks we shouldn't have done this.
Instead, irritation washes over his face. Your previous interference and ineptitude places you in my debt, and I have just the opportunity for you to pay it off. All right, so Cronus happens to already know somehow about our recent visit from Mallory and Glinda. Wait, I already forgot. Is Glinda the sister or is Glinda the one we're rescuing?
Yeah, right.
Glinda's the sister. The
Yes,
red-screen
yes.
Priscilla.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, you know how to remember this?
What?
Is that Priscilla is being held captive by the queen. No, Prince Queen. That's how I'm gonna remember this. Probably won't work. Okay. So he happens to know what we're up to. And he suggests that if we were to deliver Priscilla to him instead of to her cousins, that not only will we have paid off the debt that he seems to think we owe him, I guess for letting Glinda escape in the previous adventure, but perhaps we could make some mutually beneficial business arrangements for the future. And oh, by the way, he's also offering 2,000 gold pieces.
And what happens if we don't?
Are you asking him? Are you asking me? He thinks about it and smirks.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's just say that we will meet again.
Okay, we don't want any trouble.
And then he takes off. So I guess we don't have to make any commitments right now. He seems to know how to find us at will.
I say we find Priscilla and then we burn her.
So
how's that for dead, huh?
So we're gonna find Priscilla, burn her. No 1,000 gold pieces from her cousins, or finding out what happened at the monastery. And no 2,000 gold pieces from, or.
Okay, I say.
Nobody said that we had to bring her back alive.
I say we find Priscilla, then we have her flip a coin. Yeah.
Flip the coin?
Yeah, we have her flip the coin.
Okay.
If it's heads, we get her to her cousins. If it's tails, she dies to the dragon.
All right.
I don't think she's gonna like the plan, but we are tying her up. We are tying her up.
We should keep her tied up.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Because Jelena has 50 feet of silk rope.
So after another day or two of sailing, we eventually reached the coast. All the crew disembarks. Is that the right word?
Never mind, I'm getting water instead of smoothie.
Huh?
Never mind, I'm getting water instead of smoothie. That tastes weird.
Okay.
That tastes weird. My smoothie tastes weird.
See, how old is that smoothie? Friday? Saturday? Something.
What do you do? Okay. I didn't even know retail was a thing.
Yeah. But it's not bad to get retail though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter. No, it's mom. Water. For the baby.
Josh, you want something to drink or anything?
No, thank you.
Oh.
Yes. I thought it was good with outfit. Oh, we're back. Continue DMing, father.
Okay. Alright.
Les, we were leaving that light on for lighting so that dad could read.
So eventually, thank you. So eventually, we reach the coast closest to the high forest. We leave I wrote it down somewhere. We left Ariel, Willow, and John Smith on the ship, on the Juneplant. The rest of us disembarked.
Schmidt from the Disney movie and history books.
We don't really know what we're specifically looking for, but we go into the high forest. It's a large forest. But after a day or so of wandering around, we happen to wander into a clearing. And I tell you what, let's see, could I have you make an investigation save?
So,
Actually, I wonder if I should do. I probably shouldn't have actually. Well, it's too late. I've already told you to make an investigation save. So long for keeping this a little secret that there's something there. So basically, you're gonna roll. I, this is where some light would be useful. Investigation is a
intelligence.
as intelligence.
I have a +0 intelligence modifier. I got 7. I got a 7 plus 0. And I am not proficient in intelligence. I mean, I'm not proficient in investigation.
Well, I rolled a nat 1. So
Dash looks and he sees. He does not see.
yeah. So
Lemon juice suddenly comes out of nowhere and sprays in his eyes.
So basically, we step into the clearing. Jelinek does see that there's a rabbit at the edge of the clearing. Nash doesn't realize there's even an opening. He just feels like there's just one tree after another tree. Um, so uh, so Jelinek and Nash and the rest of the crew um, keep on going through this clearing. And much to their surprise, they fall about 10 feet into a giant pit.
A trap.
Yes, a
I
trap.
Good book. Just kidding.
So, don't really remember how much damage traps do.
There's a lot of different you got it so
Thanks to the lighting situation, I'm pretty sure it's on my Doom screen somewhere. But since you turn off all the lights,
turn off the lights to have good lighting. Also, don't send that at the camera.
okay. So this is why I decided to use my computer this time.
Hang on, let me experiment. No, I think I can go with it close.
All right. Did I write it down actually? I think I did. Okay. So there it goes.
Oh, I don't know which way is on.
I tell you what. Uh, it's actually. Let's see. How do I do this here? Roll a d10 for damage.
D10. D10. Where's my D10? Is this the D10? That doesn't count. Oh, that is a D10, okay.
Alright, so Nash takes 8 points of damage.
Jonathan takes 10 points.
How much did you say 10?
Either that or 0.
You know, what was she starting with? Or are you going to track your own?
I'll track my own, but she's starting with 46.
Okay.
So. Congratulations, Dad! HP 46 minus 10 equals 36. Okay.
How much damage did I say? Oh, okay. So, this is kind of a weird pit because, as far as we can tell, we're underground now. Like, we look up and we just see like the roots of like the grass above our heads. Like, somehow we've fallen underground and we're completely like covered. There's also something else that is a little weird or unexpected, which is there's already somebody else in the pit.
Who has dark vision? Do we need dark vision in this situation?
I think you and I both have dark vision.
But what about my crew?
Not everybody. I want to assume most of them don't. But aren't you curious about this other person who's in the pit? Okay, you know
Hello,
what?
plot twist villain.
Yeah.
I don't actually say that.
So this person looks very excited to see us. And your eyes are adjusting a little bit, but as they start,
Dark vision.
yeah, dark vision, but still, we just fell. You're a little bit surprised.
Okay.
But as you start to kind of like, acclimate to your surroundings, you recognize our old friend Scott.
Oh, this is how you introduce him. Okay.
Huh?
Scott is recurring character. He transcends adventures. War of Woe is where he's introduced. Now he has been in both Juneplant adventures. Okay. I'll pretend that Zelda didn't have Mariel's experience.
So Scott is super excited to see us. He ends up telling us that he was held captive from the Bullywugs, or by the Bullywugs for a while. He eventually escaped, and on his very first day of freedom, he managed to fall into this pit.
Wow, you're really stupid.
Fine.
So-
What's the next thing to say to your GM? I was just saying the challenge ratings. The challenge ratings for everybody else watching count for
Scott, Sheldon. Scott.
Okay. Well,
You are perfectly smart. Okay.
thank you. Alright. So Scott doesn't seem two-faced. Doesn't seem like it's the first time he's been called that.
It's true.
And but we start to feel very sleepy. And eventually he falls asleep.
I wonder if that was some sort of magic.
Wonder. So by the way, based off of this new method that I'm using of trying to like
What does Sheldon dream about? Quick.
you tell me.
Okay.
I had to come up with a name for this place. You want to know what I named it?
Yes, but at my own risk.
I'm only sharing this because I amuse myself and hoping it'll amuse others. So I named this location the adventure Totally Not a Trap Clearing.
Great, Dad. Great.
I thought it was pretty good. Thank you.
That's like the canonical location. I think that.
There's a map. On the map, in the middle of the high forest, is an opening, and it's labeled Totally Not a Trap Clearing.
Where is it? Gotta write this down.
So did you want to tell me about any weird dreams you might be having?
Weird?
Well, I'm assuming they're weird. Maybe normal dreams.
Jill admit. I mean, she's having this crazy dream, where things exist called like Folio.
Folios?
Yeah, she's not sure how to pronounce it.
Uh-huh.
But there's this thing called Tube U, I think. Where different people are living inside a screen, and you can check in on those different people just by clicking on different stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Sounds like a total nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, like most dreams, it's the last thing she remembered before waking up.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to wake up about the same time, a little bit groggy, and the adventurers find themselves in what seems to be a really tiny throne room. I mean, it's big enough to hold them, but all the furniture is tiny, and it's like an outdoor throne room. It's not inside. Um, there's like this dust kind of just like hanging in the air, like this glowing kind of a dust. Um, all the furniture is made out of like twisted like twigs and branches. There's a lot of acorns are used to kind of like ornament or decorate the furniture. And gradually, as they kind of gather their senses, they realize they're not alone. They are also in the company of a great number of pixies. And by the way, I did bring my little cards. I don't know if it matters if anybody wants to see the green hag card again. Um, brought a card for the green dragon.
Let me see green hag.
Of the green hag.
Yeah, that dude with wigs, he totally looked like a hag though.
So that's basically the general gist of what Mallory and Glinda look like, and I would assume their cousin Priscilla, who we're trying to rescue.
You also give me the green dragon for any newcomers to the channel.
All right.
Mm.
I guess by giving that particular card, that gives you some understanding how old this green dragon is. So, so I don't think I've gotten into these details so far, but Kronos is a young green dragon, so he's not a baby, but he's still relatively young. Then here's the artwork that Wizards of the Coast have for pixies.
Pixie. I can't wait to look at the information on the back.
It looks like we have company.
Oh, my cousin Mason is over.
Do we want to pause this? We should probably let them in.
Okay. We're recording a video.
Hola. Not that I know of. Yeah.
He's running a D&D adventure with me.
Oh, yeah, you asking about why the lights are out? Oh, you're just asking. No, yeah, so my power came back. It might be a good time to, like, maybe have an intermission or whatever. I don't know. Up to you. But my power came back Thursday.
Mason, say hello to the camera.
Thursday night.
Hello, good morning.
Thursday night, but it was relatively late.
Hello, good morning.
And I was coming from,
we're going to have a
Flora's
short
house?
break. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Never mind. Hello, we're back. Like a second to them.
Alright. So just to level set, we'll play for about 15 more minutes, but where we left off was the crew had fallen into a trap. They got really sleepy. They fell asleep. They woke up.
And we found Scott.
Well, Scott was in the trap that we fell into, and we wake up and we find ourselves in some sort of like teeny little throne room. And they don't know it yet, but they're about to find out that they're in the pixie throne room.
Okay.
So, yeah, so they wake up, they're a little bit groggy, and I already described the surroundings, and then eventually they realize that they see some pixies, including one who seems to be the queen based off of the crown. Do you want to tell me what Jelenith sees? What the pixie queen looks like?
No.
Okay. So, she looks like a pixie queen. She's a pixie. She's wearing a crown.
I might just say she looks like Tinkerbell except for the crown.
Yes. So, so anyhow, are you loud on the table over here?
Sorry, my cousin was getting on the table. Good job.
So, so anyway, the pixie queen looks a little irritated, and she's like, "Who are you, and what are you doing in my forest?" And to be clear, she's addressing that to Jelenith.
Let's see. We were just exploring. Yes, we were exploring, and then we fell into your little trap. How nice of you. And then we fell asleep. We woke up and we were here. Yes, that is totally true.
Why don't you roll me a some light?
A what? Persuasion?
Yeah, either a persuasion. Is there a deception? What are those both used? Do those both use charisma?
Yeah, those both use charisma.
All right. So however you want to look at it, of course.
I'm not proficient in either, so it doesn't really matter.
All right. So roll me a.
I'll just say deception.
Okay.
19.
19.
And I have +0 charisma, so.
So she pauses. It's not really if she's going to fall for this or not.
Because of. Okay.
But she seems to pause and then relax for a minute. She says, "Oh, okay. Well, you are not wanted here, so I'm sure it was just an accident. We will gladly put you back to sleep, and when you wake up, you will be somewhere else."
Wait. We were just kind of.
She starts beckoning to some of the pixies.
Okay. Little crew meeting time.
Huh?
Little crew meeting time.
Yeah, I don't know if you have that kind of time. I don't think she was negotiating with you. She's actively about to start casting a sleep spell on the entire group. So I think you're either gonna have to uh, um, say something real quick, or you're probably about to find yourself dreaming. I'm dreaming of a lost green hag. Just like the one who offered me 1,000 gold pieces to find her cousin.
I look around for a place to hide. Dad.
Huh? Oh, sorry. That pixie sleep spell was starting to affect me.
Can I just quickly look around for a place to hide? I want to try to hide.
There are plenty of chairs and tables. The problem is, because pixies are small, the furniture is about this big. You can try to hide.
Oh, I never.
Would you like to? The difficulty level is going to be pretty high.
Okay, I'll look around for a place to hide.
Okay.
What tech is this?
That's a good point. It's probably like a. Let's do a stealth. So that's dexterity, right?
Stealth, dexterity. Okay.
Okay.
I don't find it. I don't find it. 2 + 1 = 3.
Good. I was setting the DC at 20. And if you actually rolled a 20, I was going to be very irritated with the dice. I was going to be like, you hide behind a half-inch chair. It was going to be like, wasn't there something we saw in Viva the Dirt League? Where like, Rowan, I don't know. But it was going to be like, everybody else could see like the chair and then this big Geminith. But the queen is like, whoa, where did she go? Okay. All right. Is there
Look, I'm gonna disappear in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, do you have any spells or anything?
Alright, spells. Sure. I don't know what we would need here, but.
Alright, this is taking too long.
Roar!
Everybody's asleep.
I mean, you have a lemon, you can explode it in their eyes so they can't see you. I'd say that's better than hiding. I have 50 feet of silk rope. And a lot of small pieces.
Oh, I forgot to mention that all our hands are bound.
Oh. So, most of my spells wouldn't work anyway.
Oh, yeah, this isn't the route I would have taken. So, okay, I can't force your hand. Everybody's asleep. Again.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't know she would put us back to sleep I was expecting to fail the deception check.
So, why? Wait, you tried to deceive her, hoping that you would not deceive her?
I was expecting to fail it.
Okay. Well, so, once again we wake up, but now it is extremely dark. And speaking of dark, there's like no light in this room. I can't read anything. Okay, here we go. So it turns out we're in a section of the forest, although the adventurers probably don't know the name of this, but it's called the Black Underbrush. And in this part of the forest, we're in some underbrush. It's very dark. We can see that there are some caves nearby. And there's just this overwhelming sense of fear, even among the animals. And we hear the occasional sound of an owl hooting. And our hands are no longer bound. So what do you do?
I hunt down the owl.
All right.
Wait, I want to. Tell me more about this place. I want to look around.
So, yep. Sounds like that. Other than the owl, it does seem pretty silent. And we do kind of see that we're near the edge of the forest. There's a lot of like thicket. It's kind of like one of those parts of the forest where your legs are getting all scratched up as you try to walk through it. And because we're near the edge, we see there's some caves nearby, and we start to hear some rustling a little bit further off, and it gets louder. And something large seems to be barreling toward us.
Good sound effects, Mason.
The next thing we know, a large form of an owl bear bursts
Are you
through the trees.
fight?
What'd you say?
You said we wouldn't be getting into fights.
I said, depending how we do this, there may not be any fights.
Roar, who? Roar. That owl bear.
This is the part where That's a good point. What kind of sound does an owl bear make?
Roar.
Does it hoot or does it roar like a bear? What does Google say?
Roar.
Google comes made Google. What type of sound does an owl make?
No, you're doing it wrong. It's wrong.
Okay. The age-old question, does it roar or hoot, was recently answered definitively in the
D&D movie.
well, but I have to answer this. I have to express this in D&D terms. So remember earlier we were talking about these traveling plays of puppets that advertise for things.
Mm-hmm.
There was a traveling play of puppets for they were advertising a much larger theater production that was coming through town called Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. And in this theatrical production, it did show that an owl bear was letting out a bear's roar.
Okay.
So, doesn't mean they can't hoot like an owl, but we definitely know that they can also roar like a bear for sure, according to this theatrical.
They sound like.
Fine. So, um,
Good sounds, Mason.
That's what I want to believe the owl bear sounds like.
all right. So maybe we will end it after this encounter, which doesn't have to be combat, by the way. But let me ask you the age-old question: what you gonna do, brother?
Animal handling.
Okay. I was just wondering if that would work. I think as the dungeon master, technically it's up to me. Let me ask my resources here.
Ooh.
Roar. That is the sound of the owl bear. Congratulations, Mason.
All right, so it's one thing to just tell me animal handling, but tell me mechanically how this would play out.
Pet.
You're going to pet this owl bear. Now, by the way, I should say he seems almost as surprised to see us as we are to see him.
Slowly approach and say, "It's okay, buddy." Then try to pet.
Did you call him Button?
Buddy.
Oh, Buddy. I would love the idea of this ferocious creature being nicknamed Button. Wait, what did I say? Did I say buttons? I can't remember.
You said button.
Button? Button or buttons?
Button.
Button. It would be great if we acquire an owl bear pet named Button. Would you prefer buttons?
No, just button.
Okay,
just
button.
button.
I want a pet owl bear named Buttons.
Well, let's see if Jelinith is going to finish this adventure with two hands or one. Okay, so you're telling me that you're going to just approach it and say...
I need 20 go.
What'd you tell me you were going to say to it again?
It's okay, buddy. I slowly approach him. Like,
okay.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
And,
What?
let's see. Yeah, so let's go with animal handling.
Animal. Or that said, I'm not looking at it because it doesn't count.
Please tell me you roll a 1. Buttons just bites your head off.
I rolled an 8. But I have a +2 wisdom modifier, so I got a 10.
I think you need like a +10. Did you say wisdom?
Yeah, animal handling's wisdom.
Okay, alright. I guess I can't see with our current lighting. Okay, so
20.
huh?
Okay, go
It wasn't
on.
at 20, but it was pretty close. It's not like this is going to be easy, right? Technically, he's not. The owlbear is not even considered an animal, but so the owlbear growls a little bit and starts to take a step or two back, and it looks like he's actually just kind of like how like a spring for it to explode, the spring kind of has to be squished first. It almost looks like
Like a bull who's about to charge.
yeah,
Like,
it looks like so. That gives us one last opportunity to come up with something that's gonna work.
When they're like lunging at you and you dying.
So let me see if Nash has anything, or if you want to take a different approach.
let me just look at my 20 pages.
I will also say that your technique.
Oh, I got superior dark vision, though, dude.
What does that mean? Like you can see in the dark for like 60 feet or something like that? Where's all my stuff?
You can see in dim light within 120 feet of you if it is bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. I got superior dark vision, buddy. Where I go, people are afraid of me due to my reputation. Shouldn't that include the pixies? No matter where I go.
Right now we're more focused on the
I know.
owl bear.
Oh,
Do you think
people.
the owl bear has heard of you?
Oh, people are afraid of me. Okay, never mind.
That's why he was so surprised to see you.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're here in my section of the woods.
Oh my gosh, you're a villain. I'm a villain. Oh my gosh, you're like my total inspiration. Yes.
He was stepping back to get a pencil and paper.
Yeah. Will you sign this, please? I gotta tell all my buddies that I met the Gelatin.
I think I know what I'm gonna have Nash do, but I want Jelena to have a first shot of something.
Like 20 paper to sort through. Just have Nash do whatever he's gonna do.
What did he say?
Gelatin jump to right. That what Gelatin do.
Okay.
Shouldn't we be rolling?
Well, yeah, we're about to roll for combat. We're about to roll for initiative if we're not able to defuse the situation quickly.
Well,
By quickly, I mean like immediately.
okay.
Because he's getting ready to
Wait,
bounce.
charm animals and plants. Starting at second level, your channel divinity to charm animals and plants. As an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke the name of your deity. Each beast or plant creature that you can see within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is charmed for you for 1 minute until it takes damage. While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate. So I say we charm this dude.
And unfortunately, he's a monstrosity. He's not considered an animal.
Oh.
I know as a DM, I have the right to be flexible, but
Just about himself.
Yeah. How dare you call him a monstrosity? Bob the owlbear is very offended.
well, Bob the Owlbear.
His name is Button.
Right,
I
Button.
feel like Button. maybe like his real name is Bob. Maybe that's why he's angry with you.
They call him Buddy. How dare I?
So,
He's tired of everyone calling him Button.
Yeah.
can I assume that since we didn't know how long it was going to take us to find the Pixie Kingdom, that perhaps we have some food on us?
Do you
Yeah.
have the lemon?
Okay, good. Because if your answer was no, that we didn't take any food,
I mean, I got a pretty much empty bag of Lay's sour cream and onion chips. Is that good?
so, all right. So Nash remembers that he has some leftover chicken with him, and he's going to throw the chicken in front of the front of Button.
Pretty sure that's cannibalism.
No.
No,
Owls eat birds.
it's half cannibalism.
So
That'd be like saying eating cows. Humans eating cows was half cannibalism because we're both mammals.
No, that wouldn't be half cannibalism. That would be full cannibalism. Wait, what? Oh, no. Wait, no.
Owls are birds. Chickens
That
are
was
birds.
the joke. That was the joke. You ruined it.
Yes,
You
but
ruined
humans
it.
are mammals. Cows are mammals.
I wasn't thinking, okay? I wasn't thinking. Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna roll a an animal handling for Nash and see if this works. Unfortunately, the owl bear Button, he does excitedly skunk down the chicken, but he is still not exactly friendly to us. So
You should have dropped the chicken and then ran.
yeah. So unless you've got something else to try, I think we're about to roll for initiative.
Do we draw? Am I still drawing of this mommy? Sorry, I got nothing.
All right. I had some other ideas for you, but yeah. So yeah, I guess we're gonna roll for initiative.
Are there any squirrels nearby?
Are there any squirrels nearby? Oh, there are.
We
There's.
could take another animal that his prey is, and then we use a charm, and then we order it to stay there, and then we won, and we watch it get ruthlessly devoured by a Button the owl bear.
Not like them. All right.
Well,
there's-
just not Gregory. Him and Button are good friends.
Yeah, not Gregory though.
Friends since middle school.
So there's 2 mice, and there's definitely a raccoon. So who did you want to charm here?
Raccoon, nice.
Yeah, this is a conflict for you, right? The mouse, that's a smaller meal. It's not even a meal, really. It's like a snack for the owl bear.
Yeah, okay, raccoon. It's
Pretty
just like
sure
I feel like it'd be harder.
Pretty sure the chicken was a snack.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, maybe like a large snack.
Raccoon. We're
Well, I
turning
mean,
to raccoon, even though I think it's
how
harder.
much chicken was it? Was like how much was
That was
it?
like that's probably a good part of a chicken. Maybe half the chicken.
Well, I mean, like owl bears are pretty big, right?
Yeah. So.
I mean, I don't know what their
tell-
average diet is.
Tell me how the charm. What's the?
Okay,
spell
as
you're
an
using?
action, you present your holy symbol and invoke the name of your deity. Each beast or plant creature that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is charmed for you by you for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. So believe it or not, I did not prepare a raccoon stat.
Nah, really?
What kind of save does it make?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So what does the webs have to say? No, I don't want any cookies.
Okay,
What?
Actually, cookies would sound really good right now.
I look at the
I don't
raccoon.
know if that's part of the owl bear's diet.
Oh, I meant for me.
Look at the raccoon. I pull out my holy symbol and I say ROI.
Return on investment.
What?
No way. That doesn't make any sense. According to these stats, a raccoon has a +2 modifier for wisdom. I don't buy that for a second. Okay. What's it supposed to do? I wasn't fully listening.
Oh my gosh. Action. You present your holy symbol and the name of your deity.
Yeah.
Beast or beast. Each beast or plant creature you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is charmed by you for 1 minute or until it takes damage. While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate.
So wait, it's a beast? Or does it say animal?
Beast.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right.
It said each one, so the raccoon and the mice have to do it.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point.
Feet. They're all within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes. And did it say what the difficulty? What's the saving throw they're trying to beat?
Let's see.
Well, that might actually be, if it doesn't say so in the spell itself, then it would be at the top of your spell page.
Yeah, I don't. And
Your
also, it's not a
save
spell;
DC.
it's a feature.
Oh, it's a feature?
Yeah, it's a feature. But also, it doesn't say anything.
See here. Alright. Put it out to me.
This
Chart
one,
here.
and then
Okay.
it's. System channel divinity effects require saving throws. When you use such an effect from this class, the DC equals your cleric spell save DC. Okay.
Okay. So.
My cleric spell save DC is 13.
Ah. Okay. So the raccoon is definitely charmed by you.
What about the mice? How many are there?
They are also charmed by you. Let's roll for all of them.
Okay.
There's like basically an unlimited amount of
And also, what does it mean by creatures you designate? Can I make it friendly toward the owlbear?
Read me the description again.
While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate.
Yeah. All right. So, now it doesn't say in the description that you are influencing them, right? Just that they're friendly.
But like, if I designate the owlbear as a creature, could I make them friendly toward the
Yeah.
owlbear?
And so basically, okay, this is how I'm gonna play it. So you cast the spell, and basically a whole bunch of mice and even a couple of raccoons, kind of start to wander out into the open right by the owlbear. They're not specifically going up to him intentionally; they're just getting near him. But basically, the owlbear is at a buffet.
Okay, so and then like all me and the crew run.
Well, is that what you want to do?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's roll. All right. Let's see whether or not the owlbear chases you. Okay. So we all take off. There's just a stampede of us, the crew, and being led by you're a dark elf, right? A drow.
Drow.
There's a large orc. There's a minotaur. Basically, there's this whole entourage of different creatures running away from the owlbear, and he doesn't seem to even notice because he's basically having the best meal he's had in a long time.
I kind of feel bad for Roger Raccoon.
So, do we want to bookmark it here?
Yeah, let's bookmark it here.
Okay.
Okay. Part 2 will be coming. I know it says chapter 2. Next time will be chapter 2, part 2. Yeah. Okay.
If I had a nickel for every time there was a part to this D&D series, I have 2 nickels.
Okay. Good Dr. Doofenshmirtz reference, I guess, Mason.
Nickels.
Say bye. Say bye, Dad.
All right.
I don't.
Well,
feel
thanks for
like-
playing with us, for listening to us play anyway.
Playing with us?
Yeah, I don't know. I just came out of my mouth. You can edit that out.
They were.
No, I won't.
I tell you, you can have my mouth moving and then have some sort of great speech from some movie, like Braveheart or something.
They made their own character.
Do that.
They made their own character just to watch this series.
Yeah.
We're playing along, rolling dice.
Okay.
Like even when you ran the, when you tried to just go, oh hey buddy, they're like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, it's your channel, so I think you need to say goodbye.
This is Jelinith. My name Jelinith. My name not Jelinith. My name Bailey. Yes.
Oh, your name is.
Yes, my name Gelatin. This is Gelatin. And Toothpaste signing off.
My name's Lay's sour cream and onion flavored party size potato chips.
Yes, it is. This is Gelatin and Toothpaste signing off. Bye.
And Lay's
Bye.
cream.